Alright guys, welcome to a new video. Today we are doing day 47. I haven't really uploaded a video for a pretty long time, but here we are again of another pretty long video. This one took me a very long time, a couple of hours, I think like 5-6 hours to do. This specific drawing took a lot to get ready and get it done and stuff. It took a while. I had to do it, and I did it in like small bits. I didn't do it like consistently. I have like 8-10 videos that I need to like add it all together to make the video, which is gonna be an interesting journey of itself to get every single thing kind of working together, every single thing kind of being all mashed together into a solid video that's probably gonna be pretty long. I'm not actually sure how long this one's gonna take, but I made a couple notes of stuff that I want to talk about. I'm doing a specific style. I'm doing like a style of an anime that I really was passionate about, and I actually really enjoyed when it came out, and when I watched it and stuff. So it's one of the ones that I watched when I first started watching animes and stuff. So this is a kind of a style that I wanted to get down because I liked the art style and I liked the characters from this show. So I kind of went full on in, and yeah, I kind of tried my best and see how this turned out. It's not the best thing in the world. Also, if you see me looking upwards, it's because I changed the camera angle, so it's a lower down if you didn't realize. So because of that, I'm kind of have to, you guys are not going to see me flipping face to face. I'm kind of looking upwards when I'm talking to you guys, because I'm looking at the screen, so looking at my face when I'm talking, kind of vibe. So it makes it easier for me pretty much. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a different style than you guys expect. It's a style that I haven't really done on the channel much, and I'm gonna talk my way through it and tell you guys what I think I learned from it and what I think I should improve on it. I have made, as I said, bullet points with a couple stuff, and I'm gonna talk through them, and then I'm gonna be telling you guys what my opinion was about it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have the bullet points to not forget specific things that I want to say in this video. But pretty much what I'm gonna do is waffle on, and you're gonna have the drawing in the background as it goes, and depending on how much I waffle on, it's gonna be cut in pieces and it's gonna be edited in a video that will kind of make sense. So yeah, it's a long one. As I said, it's gonna be a lot of parts. I don't know how long the narration is gonna be, because I obviously gonna cut it out into different sections, so it's gonna be pretty damn long, and yeah, it's gonna be a very big enjoyment, I guess. So far it's gonna take a while, as I said, so hopefully everything kind of goes well and it kind of works out together, kind of how I'm planning to have it working out. I don't know 100% if it's gonna work out or not. We'll see as we go through it. But yeah, I really enjoyed the style. I'm honestly considering learning a specific style and just kind of seeing how that goes, and just kind of practicing that style until I get like a good level at doing it. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but maybe I will at some point just work on one single style for a long time and see if I can kind of get I wouldn't say master it, but get like really good at doing that specific style. I feel like it would be a cool challenge, because I normally just do different styles. I don't stick with a specific one and just kind of do that one for the whole video. I know I might consider it. I'm not 100% sure if I will or not. It's just like depending on the time that I have, and depending on how I can like max out that thing, I guess. Depending on how much time I want to put into it as well to make it like work out, and depending on how long I can do it with the one style for. I don't know. You guys kill me if you guys want me to stick with one type of style that I enjoy, or at least 2 or 3, and then just do that, because I've been kind of just doing them like consistently different ones every single time. I haven't been stuck with one style for a while, so my next videos are gonna be similar styles, I think. So I'll see how that goes. If I enjoy that, I'm gonna do similar style to this one. So it's a big surprise. I don't know if you guys didn't know, I'm doing the fairy tale also. I haven't even spoke about it yet, and we're like 4 minutes in the video, but I'm doing the fairy tale art style, the style that from fairy tale, the big anime shonen thing that was out a couple years ago. I enjoyed the show. People hated it because of the ending, which it's fair enough, I guess, but I'm a big fan of the show. I think it did really good. What it did good was the arcs. I think some arcs are really good, some arcs are really solid. I really liked it until the end. I guess the ending was really bad, but I still think it was a good show. It has a lot of hate, which I could understand. An ending is really important to a show like a shonen like that. But yeah, I'm gonna stop waffling about the show and actually start talking about the art. This intro it's been already pretty damn long, so let me get into be talking about the art piece, what I personally found the hardest and enjoyed to do. I'm gonna first go through my first bullet point. How hard is the fairy tale style? Specifically, as I've just done it, finished the drawing today. The hardest part that I found was doing the chin of the characters. I think the characters have really like spiky chins, and it's really hard to kind of pull up that like chin style that they have for the characters. I think that's a really hard thing that they have in the art style. Most of the characters in Fairy Tail have really like chins, like the chins is really like sharp. It has like a sharp edge, like a sharp pencil. It's kind of very sharp, and I think it was really hard to pull that off for some reason. I don't know why it was that hard to pull up. Also the hair maybe as well. I feel like the hair was more accurate at when I did the drawing was more accurate at the start than it was how it turned out at the end. I feel like I messed around too much of it because I thought it didn't look right. But now looking back at the first sketch of it, the first like little bit of the startup sketch, I can tell that I did make the hair good at the start, and I just moved it. I just formed it in a bad position for some stupid reason. I don't know why I moved it so much, but then the result, it just doesn't look good. I mean, it doesn't look bad either, but it doesn't look as good as I could make it look like. I feel I believe in my own abilities. I believe that I can do better. So as I said, hopefully in my couple next videos, you guys are gonna see more improvement in this style. I hope I get better. I'm trying to master just one style for now. I'm gonna try to do a couple more videos with this exact style. If I get bored, I'm still gonna mix here and there some styles, but I don't know, I'll try out. I'm experimenting. That's what YouTube is about though, experimenting styles and stuff. So yeah, you guys probably already know that I have to do that. I was doing this drawing because I did show a small teaser, like a small short that I've made. It did decent. It's a short where I just show the drawing. I don't really like talk anything about it or have any like specific thing. I just kind of pull up the drawing and show you guys how it's gonna kind of look like, not the whole thing, just a little bit of it. And yeah, that's my first bullet point. How hard is the fairy tale style? Pretty much, as I pretty much said it, it's pretty difficult. If you it looks really simple when he does it. I looked at some of his live streams to figure out how he does it, how he finds that specific how he does his style now, and he looks really easy on his perspective when you look at him, but to do some of the stuff that he does is kind of hard. Like the coloring is insane. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it looks simple, but when you come to it, the coloring actually is really hard to do. Specifically the reference image that I chose to do with it, I feel like the coloring was really hard compared to other like art pieces that he's done. Some of them are really hard, some of them are not. It has a 90s vibe to it. I like it. I like an old vibe to it, like an old anime vibe. I don't like that, but I think the coloring was pretty hard. If I was to say, for me personally, the hair was the hardest part. The coloring was a bit hard, I guess, getting there and figuring out like how I want it to be composed and how I want it to be looking and stuff like that. I'm trying to think what else would be hard. The face expressions are a bit hard to do as well, because the eyes are a bit different than like some anime eyes. I guess they're not super different from like a normal anime, but they are a bit different in how it looks and stuff. And yeah, the thing that I found a bit harder was the pose as well for me, because I was doing like her kneeling down. Like, it's not like a really normal pose for someone to like be kneeling down. So I had to like improvise that as well. I kind of had to like figure out a way to do it in a way that would work for me, because I've never really drawn that character's like pose. I think the legs were also really hard to do because my distancing for the legs, the legs were a bit off. One of them were bigger than the other, so it was a pain to kind of set it up to a way that would work. I feel like I hadn't really placed them in the way that I kind of wanted to place them, so it didn't look too accurate. A bit at the end, you guys are gonna see it. It doesn't look too accurate when it comes to how it turned out with the left leg. it felt like the left leg was too big compared to the my right leg. When and they're kind of both like not really even, and the how I placed them, well, when I looked at the reference image, they had a lot higher distance. But yeah, as I said, it's good to have mistakes and like learn from them. So at least I know why I pointed out what my mistakes are, and you guys can see it in yourself as well. And so some of you guys, if you also think the same, if you guys didn't realize, I'm doing more of an OG style where I'm just talking a lot, having a large waffling section where I talk a lot, and then I'm gonna review it and then adding it into like small clips as I'm talking, so you guys can see the parts that I'm talking about in the video, because I find that to be a bit easier than me just cutting every single time, talking about the thing in the video, then cutting again, then cutting again. It just takes a while, so I just don't do it all in a cut. I'm still gonna cut in bits because it's very long. But yeah, I did it in portions before, but I think this is better. Well, pretty much that's my point 1. I'm gonna go through the point 2. Yeah, the point 2 is what did I find hard? Wait, what? This is pretty much the same question. What if I to be harder part? All right, this is about the same question. What was the fun part about the art style? I'm gonna just move to the second question because I don't know why I tried to ruin the second part. What I found fun, I think the fun part was the coloring of the skin. I found the skin to be really cool to color. I think the shading was also really fun for it. I found it really entertaining. I think the colors are really interesting and old school kind of vibe, and I kind of enjoy it. I think the drawing is really cool. I think the wings were also really fun to color in. I also think the style, the pose is also really fun. I like doing fun like poses. I try my hardest to not do like a simple, just straightforward pose where the guy just sits straight like this. I try to make it more realistic and give it more, not realistic, give it more like a cooler pose. I feel like cooler poses make it more interesting to draw. So this one turned out, I think like the pose was really cool as well. So it did pop up more in my opinion, and it had the cooler vibe to it, I think. But yeah, I think that was like my main thing, I guess, that I found really fun to do. I think the coloring was enjoyable. I think I enjoyed how it kind of turned out. As I said, there's some parts of it that I didn't like the hair, but I've enjoyed most of it. The coloring portion, I think I always enjoy the coloring portion in most of my drawing, but I really enjoyed this one specifically. I think it was really fun to go on it and just kind of do the colorings and see how that goes, you know. I just went for it and then pull up as much stuff as I could, added as many shadows as I could. I liked this one. I think it has a lot of details on the skin and stuff like that. It has a lot of shine coming out of it. It has a lot of Alright guys, next bullet point is what do I feel like I learned from this. I feel like I learned a lot in the sense of the style. Even though I only did one drawing, it's a drawing that took me a long time. It took me like at least a week and a bit of my time to figure out everything and trying to get it all done and drawing it and stuff like that. And by looking at some of his videos to get an idea of how he does his own style, I figured out that the most important thing in general, from what I read and from what I figured out, is how how differently people start their own art style, and like the beginning of the style of how he starts the line art, from the line art to the coloring to everything. He does it really differently. He feels like he does it really smooth. He does it like he knows instantly what he wants to do. And he doesn't use guidelines as well, which is just crazy. Well, doesn't use a bunch. I mean, sometimes I don't either, but he doesn't. I mean, he's a pro for a reason now, so it does make sense. But he is really smooth with it. He knows what he's doing. I feel like I need to improve myself in the sense of I need to learn how to do everything without overthinking it also, and I need to figure out a way to do my lines without like stressing about it too much, without more confident lines kind of. Because when I saw his art style, he just does it all like instantly. He like does it really quickly. Like he doesn't really care about it too much. He doesn't really, like think about it too much. He just does it and it looks good. He probably does think about it in the sense of what he wants to do, and he like imagines it and how he like wants the person to look in the moment. But he does have a really good knowledge of everything that he does, which makes sense. He's a pro. But in general, I feel like I need to learn from him, and I most of the things that I feel like I learned is, I guess, I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like I learned too much. I feel like I still need to learn a lot. I feel like I have more to learn than the stuff that I have learned from it. I still feel like I improve a bit in my coloring still, I feel like every time I do a piece of art, I somehow improve in that. I feel like I'm getting a bit better. I still need to get myself to not rush as much as well. I feel like that's a problem that I also have sometimes. When I rush, I feel like I did most of it and I'm like left with a little bit left, and I just rush that last little bit. I feel like I do that a lot sometimes. I don't know why. I need to start fixing up my plans and figure out ways to fix that issue and try to not rush anymore. My steps that I'm like on, I need to figure out a way to just do them all very accurate, kind of. Accurate. Try to do it less and try to figure out how I want the things to look like in a better method. And yeah, those are things that I need to specifically not necessarily learn, but at least things I need to like practice and get better at. That things that I've personally learned, as I said, is I feel like I learned better at coloring. Still, every time I do something like this, I get better in some way or another at coloring. Every time, which I guess is good. I figured out a lot from watching him as well. As I said, he's really good. His chins, he's very like spiky chins, which is kind of cool, I guess. I learned to draw a really hard pose. I don't think I can do it all over again, but I feel like I'm learning how to do it. Also, something of that I learned as I was doing this is that I can get points from. This is just off topic a bit. I get points for Clip Studio Paint, and I can get more brushes that I didn't even know I can unlock, which are cool. And after I unlocked that, I was like, bro, I can do that. I can use them more. Also, in my head, I figured out that I can. Like, brushes do matter on Clip Studio Paint. I didn't think about it that much when I was using random ones, so I decided to use the best of the best. So I figured out better ones that I can use for myself. So yeah, I'm gonna probably talk about it in another video, but I'm gonna talk about the brushes and stuff in another video. But I learned that also, which is kind of a cool thing. I learned that I have better brushes that I could use all along, and I just never did. I learned that I had points that I could get better brushes that normally cost money, which is also a good point, which I started using them as well, because obviously they're probably going to be better than the ones you get for free. And yeah, I learned a bunch of stuff. I've enjoyed doing it. I feel like I still need to learn a lot. I enjoyed doing the wings. I enjoyed coloring them. I never really color wings, so it was kind of cool to learn that again, to kind of learn how to do that as well. It was kind of cool to learn this like interesting pose and figure out how that would work out. And yeah, it was a lot to learn. It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed this drawing, and I really enjoyed doing it. And I hope I can do more like these drawings. I can do like more enjoyable drawings that I like. I feel like I'm doing them sometimes. I mean, I like most of the drawings I do. Sometimes I just do them really quick. Sometimes I feel like sometimes I rush as well. I don't know. It might be a problem, I guess, or it's just a general problem. But I guess I just rush sometimes, and I just don't really take my time. And I feel like I did take my time with this one, and I really enjoyed the end result. Some parts maybe I didn't, as the face and the hair, but apart from that, I feel like I enjoyed a lot of that. I already pointed out the point that the next point is actually what do I feel like I improved on. What I feel like I need to improve on. I already pretty much talked about it. I feel like I talked about it already. The stuff that I need to improve on is just getting everything that I told you guys about, which honestly is a lot, but I pretty much already thought about it. I need to improve on my patience. I need to improve on figuring out how I improve on my coloring, improve on everything that I talked about like a couple minutes ago. I need to improve on my my line art as well. I feel like I haven't really talked about that part. I need to also improve on some of my line art. I feel like line art isn't great most of the times. I need to also be more patient with myself, with abilities. I think I might have already said that before. I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, I also need to improve on a bunch more stuff that I already talked about. So let's continue with the next part of this video. Alright, this is the last part. I realized that this was after looking at all the recordings before I did like right now, after, because I'm editing it, I'm talking to you guys and also putting the clips all together. I realized that it's a lot of hours that I've added this with. I just realized now, looking back at it does make sense. But it is a lot of hours that I added to this video. I did a lot of hours that I did on this drawing, and I checked right now, and there's a lot, like 5 hours max just of recordings, which is insane. And yeah, I didn't think there would be this many, so it's gonna be a lot of small quick clips in that you're gonna see in the background as I'm waffling about it and what I enjoyed doing up with the drawing and like all my bullet points and stuff. And generally it was a really good time that I had with it. And I'm pretty much, you guys, I've decided to do this like different version of editing, and this is just a bit of waffle because I have a lot of recording time for it. I pretty much decided to just like scrap the you just talk about it, that clip, and then that's it. I'm pretty much just like making bigger clips and just talking for it, and then adding the clips be underneath the like on the video, so you guys can see how I've done it. And I'm just talking about the stuff and the drawing and stuff like that in a OG style like I did back in my first videos. But let's go to the next point. What I feel like was a cool part about the style and the characters in the show. The cool part about the characters, I feel like they're all really like, they have really unique things that make them stand out, which I guess is a cool thing about Fairy Tail. Also, there's a lot of characters and they're all I mean, to be fair, they do have the similar figure for like all the girls or something. Like the face is really similar to every single girl. They do the same with like Dragon Ball. Like if you just take the hair off of like Goku, you can make literally look like Vegeta and stuff like that. They're all like that, I guess. They're all similar, but like different hair cuts and a bit of different things, which does make sense. It makes it easier to make your characters. It makes it much more interesting and easier to do, I guess, instead of focusing on just making it all like split and like hard and like work on like different things and stuff like that. It's easier to just make it all like same body but just a bit different, like a bit of things cut out and stuff like that. And he has a sick style. You can tell it's his style, which I think is really cool. He has a very unique style with how he does characters, with the chains, as I said, pencil sharp. The hairs are really cool. The characters have really cool characteristics. The thing I like the most, specifically thing, this is just glazing for it at this rate. The thing I like the most about it is how he portrays the characters in his stories. I think they're really cool. How like he makes them and how they make them, like in general, how cool they are, and like specifically how the characteristics are. I think they're really cool. What I think about when I see my drawing, I think it still needs to be, I still need to learn a lot. When I look at that drawing, I can tell exactly that is that character. I think you can tell from mine maybe as well. It's just that I don't know what to say. I think the hair just doesn't, just something about it feels off. I don't know, you guys can tell me as well in the comment. I don't know, there's something about the hair that just feels a bit off with me. I don't know what I need to fix. I tried to fix it, I tried to make it more round, and it still feels like there's something completely wrong with it. I don't know how I can sort that out. I don't know how to make it feel like it is not out of place. As I'm going through the clips, and I still have a lot of clips. I still have a couple hour clips and a couple 30 minutes. I have like 3 over 30-minute clips. Yeah, I can tell that I still need to focus on some stuff. Maybe try more line art and learn better line art and get more fundamentals ready. I feel like proportions is my weakness, and I need to practice that proportions, and probably a bit of anatomy again, trying to get stuff down to what I want them to look like. That's what I feel like I need to more practice. I know I already put a point about it, but most of my bullet points now are just things that I feel like I just repeated but in a different version of the one that I already had an answer to, or I already talked about it. So I'm kind of just gonna go through the phone now because I already kind of went through the bullet points, because I didn't expect it to be this long. When I thought, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make a couple of bullet points, I'm gonna go through them, and then it's gonna be good enough. But I didn't realize that it's gonna be so long that I'm gonna have to think of stuff to say as I go through it as well now. So yeah, I still need to improve on a couple more stuff. I feel like I do most of this video has just been me talking about things that I need to improve on. And yeah, this, as I said, this drawing specifically was really interesting to me. I had a lot of fun making it. There was a lot of stuff that I kind of worked on and made. On this specific portion of it, I'm currently working on the wings, trying to get the wings of the character to look kind of good. I added all the kind of shadows and lightning to this. This is this portion where I tried to like clear the stuff up and kind of add more shadows to stuff and the skin and stuff, which it was really fun to do. this is one of my probably favorite part of it, just adding all the shadows to everything and kind of making it look more 3D-esque. I couldn't say that word straight away, which is kind of annoying. 3D-esque, and kind of make it all stand out more, I guess. And yeah, I really enjoyed doing this portion of the video, this portion of the drawing. I mean, I think it was really fun to do. Also, here's where I kind of work on the skin mostly, and this portion, and then the next couple portions is like working on small details like the wings, like the hair, like the other, this, like I did it in small parts. One day I decided to do just the wing. It took like 30 minutes just to get the wing done with full details. Then another part I decided to do the wings, the hair, and like something like the dress or something, and that's kind of how I did it. I just did it in small portions, so it's less of a hassle for me. At the end of the day, it's less of me try hard, like, because if I just sat all of it in one sitting, this would be really long, and it would probably take me a whole couple hours of my life, like 6 hours. So I had to kind of do it in multiple sittings because it was really long, and it turned out really long. I know what the videos say, day 37. I use the day 37. I use it as a way to figure out to just have it like in a series format, because I couldn't think of another way. So you guys, but it still takes me one day to edit the video, so, and like have it all together, so it does count as one doing it in one day. So it kind of works for me. But pretty much I'm saying that it took multiple settings. I had multiple recordings of this. It took me a long time to get everything up and ready, everything kind of done. So if you please like all my effort that I'm adding to it and all of the stuff, please maybe you can guys drop like a like or subscribe, maybe, I don't know if you guys want. And yeah, but pretty much this portion was mostly of me working on the skin and trying to figure out how I want it all to look. So I kind of been going on that, trying to get all the lights and everything kind of shining all together very nicely, getting everything to kind of look nice. Not specifically working on anything else, just the skin in this portion. The next portion you're gonna see, but it's as I think I told you already, I have it in split portions: the wings, then I do the face, then I do the hair, then I do like small stuff like that. The face is already done. I pretty much need to do, I'm gonna put more details. I did remember that I didn't really add any much detail to the sword. I just left it how it was. I completely blanked out about it, but if I was to make the sword, it would probably take another 30 minutes or 40 minutes of recording, so I just gave up on it for now. If you guys want me to do the sword, you can tell me in the comments. I will make a small short of me and making the sword with more details, and you guys can see that as an extra content to this drawing. But if you guys want that, you can tell me in the description. I'll be interested to hear you guys idea, if you think it's a good idea to make a video where I just literally just do the short. It's gonna be probably a short about the sword. I mean, I just draw the sword and add the details to it, but I didn't really add many details to the sword. I just left it really plain and simple. So yeah, let me get to you on. All right guys, this is the last portion of the video. This is where the big finale, the kind of end of it. And yeah, this is where, as I said, I add a bit more details to the stuff that I have left, which is the wings, the hair, the ribbon that he has, the dress, everything like that. It's all done in this portion. I just kind of mash it all together, and that's everything kind of done. This is all that is left to it. I talked about it enough. I think I did talk about it a lot in the video. I mean, this is the point of the video. I did talk about everything that I enjoyed about it, everything that I personally liked about it. It feels like I rushed through it because it's all speeded up. Some people always ask me, is this portions all these guys, are these videos like this quick? Generally, why am I so quick at doing the drawings? It's just speeded up. That's why it looks quick. That's why people keep on asking me, why is it so quick? It's because it's speeded up. Someone asked me before, and that's why I'm gonna mention it right now. So yeah, I do end up speeding up my videos, so you guys know. So that's why some things look faster, and then sometimes I don't speed up too much, so some things look lower. Depends on how I feel and depends on how it works for the video. So yeah, I'm gonna go through a couple things that I have left. What was the cool part of the art style in my own opinion? I already talked about that. My honest thoughts about it all. But on this, I'm gonna end it all with the last point. My honest thoughts about it all. what is my honest thoughts about everything that I've done in this specific video. I think as I said, I think before as well in my last couple bullet points, I'm gonna like summarize it all together in one. I think a lot things that I feel like I needed to talk about, which is enjoyable. I think I want to do more, which I'm definitely gonna do. As I said, my next couple of videos is might be still vented out as gonna be more fairy tale probably, at least somewhat similar style. What I enjoyed mostly, I think, is like what my, as I said, I'm gonna summarize it all. Think I still need to improve a lot. Hair looks ass, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, you guys might like it, but I feel like the head shape is not right. I think the hair as well, I needed to work on it more. I rushed through it, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna cap. I have rushed through it. I think you can see it as well. It's disappointing, I know. I just didn't want it to take another freaking 3 hours, so I just kind of decided to go for it and leave it how it is. I know it hurts me, but it is how it is. And yeah, that's a couple of things that I needed to talk about it about. That's that. My honest thoughts. Enjoyed it. It was a fantastic piece of art. I think a fantastic piece of art. I think it was a good journey. I feel like it was fun. It was enjoyable to draw. It was really interesting. It was really good to. I liked the shadows. I liked the character. I liked the character in general. I think the character is really cool in Fairy Tail. She's one of the best characters in the show. I'm not gonna lie, she's up there for the best characters in the show. I like how the story felt. I like how everything kind of worked out together, and I enjoyed everything. How I enjoyed how the story went, and how the story had. I enjoyed how the characters were. What am I profiling about? I pretty much enjoyed the drawing process. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know why I was waffling about. Like I messed up twice in a row. That's insane. But pretty much, I enjoyed it. I felt it was fun. I'm trying to figure out other things to say, but it feels like some of these bullet points feel like they're all the same thing. Yeah, and honest thoughts, I would do it again if I had the option to do it again, which is that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to do something really similar. In at least another video, and then from there I'm gonna do go back to a different style, which another style that I have right now is that I found that I really like. You guys are gonna see it hopefully in a couple of videos. I've got it. I really like the style. I have like a big reference images. I made like a massive mood board with all the art styles from that artist that I've made. It's like a mood board with all the art style from that specific artist. I have it all like done. I have like 30 or 40, not like 30, 20 different pictures of different drawings of that art style, and I want to try it out myself, see if I can draw it. It's more realistic, but still kind of like anime style. I don't know how to explain it. It has some realism. You can the thing is, I really like it has one part of it that you can instantly tell is that artist. Who same with the Fairy Tail, same with like all the other stuff. There's like some specific point of it or some specific thing that the piece has that you can instantly tell what the artist like who did the drawing. You know, like you can instantly tell this Fairy Tail style from just looking at it. That's like the vibe that I got from it. You can tell instantly that it's his art style because of specific things that he has in the style that makes it his, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm really gonna be doing that, I guess, at some point. I really enjoyed it. Also, sorry guys if you thought this video is gonna be a short. It turned out to be, it's gonna be around 40 minutes video with me waffling along with you guys. Hopefully you guys do not mind a big long video, similar to my old format where I just waffle on and talk about it, and you guys have the kind of drawing in the background. And yeah, it's enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I found the drawings to be very fun. I liked as another process that I really liked, as I said as well, and as you can see it in the video, is the wings. I really enjoyed coloring the wings. I don't know why. Also, I have this period of my art where I did a lot of characters that had wings because I really enjoyed doing them, and I feel like if I end up doing a comic ever or like a manga or anything, it's gonna have something to do with wings because I really enjoy drawing people with wings. I don't know why. It's a thing that I randomly have, I guess. I just really like drawing characters that have cool wings and stuff like that, and like cool power lights and stuff. And I don't know, this one was fun because it had wings, it had a redhead character, which I really like. If you didn't see my MC, she has red hair, so it was obvious that she's going to be cool to draw. And she's Urza, so she's a cool character in general, with cool armor and cool powers and stuff from Fairy Tail. So she's up there for characters that I really like. So obviously this was a fun blast of experience with enjoyable stuff, and I really enjoyed the process that I went through and everything like that. I think it was obvious through it as well that I actually really enjoyed it. I think it turned out really good, and I must say it was a bit hard as well. I'm not gonna be here and say that it was hard. It wasn't a bit hard. The hair was struggling me. It was actually so hard to do it. It's insane. I was sitting there looking at it and I'd be like, how the hell am I gonna draw the hair? The man had to be like, I don't know what the man was doing to get the hair looking that good, but he is a goat for an artist to make this a lot of style. And I do like the fact that he does keep the style to everything that he does. I find it really interesting that he just has the style for everything. Same with like a lot of different like people, like Oda as well has the same style for like most stuff. And to be fair, if you have a really big manga or really big show, you should just keep it that style if it works out, you know. And yeah, I think it's a cool idea. I think it just turned out really nice. And I'm honestly really curious to figure out what you guys think about it. I hope you guys also like the fact that it's 40 minutes. I don't know if I should half it and then have two videos, like to part 1, part 2, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just have it all 40 minutes. I hope you guys enjoy the long format 40 minutes long video that I made for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, this is been OtakuSketchBook, and I have still a little bit of an intro that I've made that literally shows me, it goes through like the drawing and shows you guys, doesn't talk about anything, it just ends the video and shows you guys the full-on zoomed out drawing, so you guys can see it and you can tell me I guess what you can also tell me in the comments what you think as well, if you really want to. Also, I would really like you guys to point out the things that I need to improve on as well. I think how much I said what I think I still need to improve on. I think proportion is a big part of my things that I need to still improve on. I feel like I still mess up when it comes to getting stuff all in place, I guess. And yeah, this was an enjoyable experience, and that's pretty much it with the narration. I have not much else to say. It's gonna that's pretty much gonna be everything that I wanted to point out, and pretty much everything that I still have left to say about it. And yeah, this was a really long video, and almost 40 minutes long, I guess. And I hope you guys can tell that I put a lot of effort in it, because it's really long and it took me a while to get it all done. I like the artist, so it felt wrong to just have like an unfinished garbage piece from an artist that I really enjoyed. So I decided to work really hard on it and try to get it as good as I could, theoretically speaking. Do it. As I said, there's 2 bits that I hated, like the hair, and normally it's weird because normally I don't really mind the hair, but for this piece it just didn't turn out the way I envisioned, which I guess is fine. I need to deal with it. Sometimes you need to just know when sometimes you need to know when you need to give up on that piece, and this is where I can say that this is it. I'm not gonna work on it again. Hopefully, maybe as I said, if you guys want me to do the sword, you can tell me in the description. I'll bite the comments. I'll think about it. I might do a little short where I just draw the sword just to get it more done. But apart from that, not doing anything extra to it. I think it was the period that I've done it on, and it's over now. I'm done with it. I want to start new stuff. I want to work on other pieces of art. Might do, as I said, my next one. I'm not gonna guarantee 100%, but my next one might be similar style or the same guy doing another fairy tale drawing, maybe. But I might also do another style that I wanted to do for a while. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm still learning. As I said, I might at some point stick one style for longer. I don't know when that's gonna happen. It might be this one, it might be the next one, I don't know. But I've been moving styles here and there. At some point it's gonna hit me with another one that I really like, and I'm gonna stay with it for longer. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but yeah, that's me waffling. I feel like I repeated myself a lot in this one. Also, I have a cold, so if my voice sounds really bad, I really do apologize that you guys are gonna have to hear me out, because I did it for 40 minutes, so If my voice also sounds like it's going, it's probably because it is going. And I also have a cold, so my voice might sound a bit more different than my normal videos. Hope you guys don't mind that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I see you guys in the next video, and I am out. Peace. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching day 47, I think. We're doing pretty good in this actually. This is the end result drawing. I did modify it a little bit and then I moved it like a bit to the left and the right just to make it more looking more better. I think the biggest problem that I have with it might be the face, a little bit in the hair. The hair, it's struggle, I don't know. Everything else looks decent. The legs maybe a bit as well. But the thing that I struggled most is the hair of the specific drawing. It's pretty hard to draw. I don't know why I struggled so much with getting the hair done. But for some reason I just can't get it to look how it does in the drawing. So I just kind of left it how it turned out, I guess. So this is kind of how we have the hair. Then the wings look kind of alright, I think. Then everything else looks alright, I think. I think the skin, I did a pretty decent job of it. I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments what you guys think of this art piece. I took a while and a long time to finish it. That's why it took me longer than I expected. But I hope you guys still enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. We are trying to hit 2K subscribers. We are in the grind this year, hopefully, to hit 2K. And hopefully my videos are going to get better. I'm practicing, learning. I found a way to have some lessons, not online, not like specific ones, but hopefully in time I'll improve. This year is the year of improving and learning, and maybe even developing or doing something with my art and leveling up my skills by doing something like a manga or something like that. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope I see you guys in the next one. Bye bye guys.